Welcome to Inspiration Moments. I'm your host, Lynn Austin. Today's topic is the cookie cutter. So what am I mean? What am I going for with this? So most of us know the cookie cutter as that utensil that we use when we are baking cookies, but it's that utensil that puts the shape in the dough. So that for the extreme purposes of having uniformity in how the cookies come out, so that there isn't a lot of variation and they somewhat lack uniqueness. I also looked at some early references to this phrase, the cookie cutter, and I found from the Chicago Sunday Tribune, February 1922, this printed words that said, "There are always cookie cutter tendencies among us. One of these this year is the caracal trimmed coat, which every other woman in New York wears." So again, it's referencing uniformity, lacking originality, following suit with the norm. And then I also saw a reference from a book by Richard Ellis. It's called The Book of Sharks from 1976. And in this book, this shark, it's a small shark, and it's known as the cookie cutter shark. And it's called this mostly because of its behavior. It has a habit of taking circular bites from its prey in a systematic pattern. So again, lacking uniqueness or originality and doing the exact same thing. In thinking about this topic, I wanted to talk about how each and every one of us, while we might have similarities in we live in a body, we may have limbs or arms, and we may talk, or we have similarities in our overall vessel, many things that we do create originality for us individually. I wanted to share the introduction from my book, The Bomb Betting on Me, to kind of bring this topic to just a little bit more to light. Life is like baking a cookie. A cookie is born when it is separated from a batch of dough by a baker, using her hands or rolling out the dough and using a cookie cutter. The hands will not be perfect. The cutter may be dented or bent. Therefore, no cookie is made perfect. And in fact, one may be badly damaged when it's set on the sheet for baking. But this initial process is not the end. Each cookie endures the heat of the baker's oven and reacts to this heat in its own individual way. And this is what determines the cookie's final shape, and sometimes even its flavor. If your life endures hurt, pain, and disappointment, it doesn't have to stay that way. You can depend on the flawed bakers and the bent forms, and you can absorb all of the nourishing heat life provides and shape yourself into an aware, attractive, successful person. Not just in terms of material success, but in all of the personal aspects of your life. So when you look at your individual life and you see how you're rolled out into the world, and various things that you encounter may serve as the cookie cutter to shape you, in the end, it's about the heat. It's about what you endure that makes you what that final product is. The heat or the challenges or the circumstances that you encounter are going to make you the person that you need or want to be. And I will say part of that is a choice, because if you choose to just be shaped by the cookie without no originality, or not go into the oven, or not go through the baking process, you may not achieve that unique individuality that's you. One of the things that I say is live your purpose, but I also say life happens for you, not to you, for you to live your purpose. Part of the life happening for you is that heat process. And so, to each and every one of you, be a well-baked cookie. And with that, until next time, have a great day.